with the latest in high-octane metal. Metal Moose. You've been weighed, you've been measured, you've been found wanting. Metal Moose. For the latest in high-octane metal. Metal Moose. Visit them on Facebook at Metal Moose Radio for weekly podcasts and more up-to-date information and events. Metal Up. Metal Moose.
Hurry, Bullwinkle! The show's about to start!
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Damn right, it's the Metal Moose Radio Show coming to you on Rock Rage Radio, Reach Down Radio, NOLA, Metal Radio, Metal Zone Radio. What's the brand new one? I just got another one. Anyways, guys, you're coming to you on a bunch of radio stations all over the world. United Rock Nations over in France. So listen, the show's worldwide. The bands that we're playing are from all over the place as well. We got bands from Italy, the United States, and Portugal today. It just is a big deal, man. When you get on the Metal Moose Show, you are joining an elite group of bands that have been on the Moose. We're at over 2,000 bands in just under 2 years. We're still not quite 2 years old. And by the way, we just broke 11,000 listens on Spreaker. Make sure and find us on iTunes and Spreaker and Mixcloud. Oh my God, SoundCloud, all over the place. You can find us. iTunes is a big one, though. You can also find us on Facebook. We post a show there every week as well. Thanks to everybody who's listening in on all the radio stations. And those of you who are tuning in on Periscope, we have people I'm pointing at you right now. So people that are tuning in on Periscope, it's pretty cool because you can actually ask me questions and stuff, and I can answer you on Periscope, which I don't know if that'll be on the air or not, but it might be. And we also talked about the very good possibility that Sarah Palin might have a penis. And there's more to this story than you might just be thinking. Is he just being crazy, saying stuff to get attention? But there's some question. There's some things we need to know about Sarah Palin's penis. I know you want to know. Stick around. Don't worry, we'll talk about Cheetos and Nutella and rubber chickens and a pickle. It happens. It's the Metal Moose Radio Show. Sarah Palin's penis.
Hey, this is Jake, the drummer for the Violet Hour, and I'm here to tell you the Moose totally rocks.
With no real conscience. Scream, Ash from the band Pray For Me, and I'm a chick that rocks on Metal Moose Radio.
The music doesn't stop. The metal never stops. I talk about this all the time, and I want to talk to you again. Make sure to go to the website at www.themetalmoose.com. So the word metal scares the hell out of a lot of people. They think that we only play like... That's not true, man. We play all kinds of music, from blues rock to glam rock to rock and roll, just whatever it is. I'm not comfortable with this setting. I'm going to have to move it here because I'm having to bend over. I feel like Bilbo Baggins. So anyway, we want you to check out the bands that we play on the show. I was talking to Jenny Jenkins up in Nebraska a little bit earlier today, and her favorite thing about the show was listening to the bands that we find, and she checks them out because we find amazing bands. I think last week I told you guys we had somebody write in and say, man, some of the bands you play just suck. And they do sometimes, man. Just to be honest, some of the bands are horrifying. But we play them to give them the opportunity because somebody out there, likes horrifying bands. I mean, how many fans does Godsmack have? You know what I mean? So, anyway, this is the Metal Boots Radio Show. If you're new to the show, one thing that we talk about on every show, it's very, very important that you find a bag of Cheetos. And what you want to do is you want to get a bag of Cheetos. You want to open it up. You want to get all of the Cheetos out of the bag and get all of the dust, the Cheeto dust, off of the Cheetos. Make sure it should just look like a white piece of styrofoam when you're done. And then once you do that, you get all the Cheeto dust and get it into a little pile there. And you just kind of rub it on your body. Cheeto dust on your body. It makes the show more enjoyable because it's so bad that you have to have Cheeto dust to make it better. But there's all kinds of different things you can use, like honey and Nutella and a banana. I don't know what you guys are doing with bananas out there, but I might like to know. You can email me, moose@themetalmoose.com. Make sure and find us, like I said, on iTunes and on YouTube and on Stitcher and on Intune and all that kind of stuff as well. On Facebook, on Twitter. We also like the whole Instagram thing and Pinterest, and I downloaded Snapchat, but I don't really know how that works yet because I'm old and I don't like technology. No, I just like a bed and a shower and a toothbrush. I'm good with those. And every now and then a banana. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, this is Psyche Corporation from New York City, and you're listening to The Metal Moose.
The moose is loose.
Shiny pages, your steady fingers slide. A tattooed paranoia, there's elegance to hide. There will be no solution, only ego pride. It's only taking time.
So you're saying to yourself, man, I just heard Strip the Stars on the Metal Moose Radio Show. How in the world do I get my band on the Metal Moose Radio Show? I want to be heard on the Moose, man. I need it. I need to be heard on the Moose. Well, it's a pretty easy deal, man. What you do is you can send us an email at moose@themetalmoose.com. And you send your music and a bio if you have one and a picture so we can tell if you're ugly or not. And then say, hey, Moose, it's cool if you play our music on your show. And that's it. So do that. You can also go to themetalmoose.com. There's a submission page there. You can go to Facebook and get a hold of us there. We can tell you how to get a hold of the music there as well. It's really easy to do. We've been doing this for quite a while now. Like I said, we're over 2,000 bands. So somebody out there is going, he was talking about Sarah Palin's penis earlier, and I really, really, really want to know what in the hell he is talking about. He's like, Sarah Palin's penis. Let me just entice you more to stick around for a little bit more of the show, because not only are we going to talk about Sarah Palin's penis, we're going to talk about Scarlett Johansson's penis. You heard me right. It's women's penises all over the Metal Moose Radio Show. I mean, it's just kind of what we do. The penises of hot women. I think Sarah Palin's hot. I wonder if Monica Lewinsky is in that category. Monica Lewinsky could have a penis. We'll talk about that. Thanks for everybody listening on Rock, Rage, and Reach Down, and Inked Metal Radio, and all that good stuff. People listening on the website. Man, the website's been blowing up. So that's a huge deal for us as well. We appreciate that. And, of course, Becca for taking care of the website stuff for me, because I am so bad with computers. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, anyways, guys, this Metal Moose Radio Show. Turn it up, crank it up, lock it down, flip it, whip it, whatever something cool people would say.
Hey, this is Curtis Don Vito from Snoo, and you're listening to Moose Metal Radio. That's right, the only place on earth where a moose will play you all the loud stuff, all the stuff you want to hear, all the stuff I want to hear, all from the Moose.
Here lies my heart.
just joined the Moose Crew.
James from Pig Champion, and you're listening to the Metal Moose. Cheers.
was never on the Metal Boost radio show, so listen, I was just telling the people on Periscope. Yeah, I've been doing the show on Periscope. I don't really, it's just kind of me looking at a camera and talking into the microphone, which I mean, unless you think I'm an incredibly sexy person, which I am. Something you could do, man, but what I do each week is I wear a different band shirt that's been on the show before. So if you want to send me a shirt, XXL, please, make sure you get a hold of me on Facebook. I'll give you the address on how to get one here to us, and I'll wear it on Periscope so people can say, oh my God, that band just lost credibility. The Moose is wearing their shirt. But I will wear your shirt on Periscope, and I'll send a picture out to you so you can post it on your website and say, look at this goofy bastard wearing our shirt. Anyways, this is the Metal Moose Radio Show coming to you on iTunes, on Stitcher, on TuneIn, YouTube. It's really weird, man. It's watching the numbers of the show and everything, because YouTube some weeks is like crazy popular, and then other weeks it's not very good at all. But the numbers grow from other places because we're on the Headbanging Moose in Canada, which is a blog site. And then we're on so many radio stations. I'm telling you something right now. Reach Down Radio and Rock Rage Radio, those stations got crazy amounts of listeners. There are just a lot of people listening to the show. And it's the one thing that I wish I could have is the statistics on people that are listening on radio stations, because I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is the people that are listening to the show on Mixcloud and iTunes and all that stuff. So, but I know that there's a bunch of them because we get so much music and so much feedback from a certain amount of people, but I wish we had more feedback from you. Make sure and email us at moose@themetalmoose.com. Find me on Facebook. I will talk to you. I try to contact everybody personally that even just likes the page. I always try to write and say, thank you, I appreciate it, because it's a big deal to me that even if you just take the time to say, I'm going to push that little button right there, I really want you to push the button that says, hey, let's listen to this show. It's 2 hours. It's going to annoy everybody you work with, and you get to listen to me, which that's a plus. Coming up after the next tunes, we will talk about the penis. That's right, the penis.
This is Billy V, lead guitars and show producer for Darkitect, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
This is Joel from Bent to Break, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
Hey, baby, this is Rachel Record from the Crash Dolls, and I'm a chick that rocks on Metal Moose.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
We
You're listening to the Metal Moose.
So we've been teasing the whole show about talking about Sarah Palin's penis, and we've been talking about, you know, maybe Scarlett Johansson having a penis, and it really has nothing to do with that. It's more of a question about the transgender thing. I saw this article on Facebook about this guy who's getting ready to be on the cover of, like, Fitness magazine, and this dude was all cut. I mean, he was supreme, mucho, awesome. And the story is he's transgender. He actually was born a girl and has gone through the transformation, is now a guy and a buff dude that could get more chicks than I ever thought about. But so it's this new world order, new world acceptance of transgenders and gays, and that is awesome. I have nothing against it. I'm very pro all of it, as a matter of fact. I don't hold beliefs in being against people for what they believe or what they want to be or their sexual orientations. I think that's kind of stupid. But I had to kind of get in my own head about this and say, I've never really run into this in my own personal life and run into a transgender person. And so, you know, you got to wonder to yourself, how would you deal with that in an actual in-person transgender thing? So I kept thinking to myself, well, I think Sarah Palin is beautiful. I think she's absolutely kooky as she's bat crap crazy, but I think she's a very pretty lady. Or Scarlett Johansson, or even the little girl from E.T., Drew Barrymore, yes, who was grown up to be one of the most gorgeous women ever. I didn't think about this with my wife because I didn't want that to be stuck in my head and ruin things forever. But what would I do if I had to work and interact with Sarah Palin or Drew Barrymore or Scarlett Johansson, knowing that they had a penis? How would I react to that? And I don't know the answer. And then, you got to question to yourself, are you still attracted to these people knowing that they have a penis? Because it's kind of, a man card violation to be attracted to something that has a penis. The question is what do you think about that? What if you found out your celebrity crush or the girl that you're trying to get with at work or whatever was transgender? What does that mean to you? Do you hate them because they're transgender? Do you stop liking them because they're transgender? I want to know how you feel, because I don't know how I would react to that. I'm not against them. I don't hate them. I'm not disgusted by them, but I don't know how to deal with those feelings. And this is like way deep conversation for the show, but sometimes you just got to think about Sarah Palin with a penis. It just happens. But tell me what you think at moose@themetalmoose.com, or find us on Facebook and talk about how you would feel about who you're hot for having a penis. Or I guess, you could turn it around for a girl. What if Brad Pitt didn't have one and had a vagina? Would you still like him? And does that make you a lesbian? Or it's going to get way deep. And oh my God, I just said deep.
This is Paul from the Beast of Nod, and you're listening to the Metal Moose.
This is Stephanie with Black Plague, and you're listening to The Moose.
Hey guys, Metal Moose here with you. So, what we got going on here, of course, is, wow, I think I just cranked the hell out of the level. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. What we got going on here is the Metal Moose Radio Show. We are on Periscope as well, doing that. This is the second week in a row we've done Periscope. I don't know how it's going to work exactly, but I've been told by the cool business type people that it works, and that's what you want people to watch you and listen to you. And you can ask questions on here and stuff as well. So it's Periscope, Metal Moose Radio. Find us. I think when we do these, the recordings stay up for like 2 hours, and then they go down and they disappear forever, which is fine. So that's good. I don't need them to stick around. I'm not a... By the way, once again, wearing the Olathia shirt today because I support Olathia and I like them. So we were just talking about Anthrax and Lamb of God. We're in town the other night, and holy hell, hello from Norway. Thank you so much. Wasteland Rocks is listening in from Norway. That's really cool. Thanks, guys. Wasteland Rocks. Make sure to check them out. We have them on the Moose disc somewhere. We will get them on the show if they haven't been on the show already. Anyway, so listen, the big rock radio stations, they show up at these metal concerts and they put up their banners and they stand around and they got their mascots out there running around, but you don't hear Lamb of God and Anthrax on the Cat. It's nothing against the Cat. Listen, I wish I worked at the Cat, just to be honest with you. I wish that I worked at a big rock radio station, because radio is what I love to do. It's what I feel like I was born to do. I'd love to work there, but it does piss me off when I see those big rock radio stations at these metal concerts. They don't play metal. They don't support metal. This is what this show is about. We play bands that those stations completely ignore, and I can't stand that they're there and that people fall for it. They're like, yeah, man, the Cat loves Lamb of God, or whoever the station is in your city. They, it doesn't happen. Now, if there's a metal radio station out there that goes to metal concerts and shows up, that's amazing, but the Cat's not a heavy metal radio station. It's not. So anyways, my name is the Moose. I hope you're checking us out on Periscope. Hope you're listening to us on all the radio stations out there. And if you missed us talking about Sarah Palin's penis, the question is, with the acceptance of the transgender community and the gay community, which is fine, I'm totally cool with those people. I'm pro-gay, I'm pro-transgender. I don't hate people for their orientation or their beliefs or their religion or sexual preference, but what does it do to your feelings? What if you find out that somebody you like, hello, I can't say your name, Herrero, thank you for wherever you're from. How do you feel about that? What if you find out in the world today of accepting of transgender, what if you find out this girl that you're really hot on or a guy that you're really hot on is transgender? How does that change your feelings? Do you hate them now? Do you accept that? Could you actually date a transgender person? Because I don't know. I'm pro, I'm not against it, but I got to tell you, if I'm looking at, a hot girl and I find out that she's transgender, I'm not sure how my feelings change. I want to know what you guys feel about that, because there may be somebody like transgender in your life that we don't even know is transgender, and maybe. So just tell me what you feel about that, and let me know, could you date that person? Could you go through with maybe even marrying a person like that? Because if Scarlett Johansson or Sarah Palin had a penis, I'm not sure how I would do with that, but it's a possibility. We got to think about it. Let's explore the penis thing, and the same thing for the girls, man. What if it was the hottest guy in the world and you found out he didn't have one and he had a vagina? What does it do, man? How does it change things? Somebody right now is writing a script to a porno that's going to make $1 billion, and I better get at least 10%.
This is Cammie from Van Hulst, and you are listening to The Moose.
Hey, Metal Moose. It's the other Metal Moose, Matty J from Psychostick. Just calling to say, Moose.
Hey, this is DJ from Revel 9, and you're listening to the Metal Moose.
This is Chris from Olathia, calling you from Cleveland, Ohio. You are listening to Metal Moose Radio, Chicks That Rock program, and the Metal Moose is on the loose. Crank it up, man. It's metal.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
All right, gang, so I forgot to mention it a minute ago. I was talking about it to the people on Periscope. I want to give a big shout-out and thanks, not thanks, but a shout-out and congratulations to the guys in Coma Trip who just got signed to Toby Keith, the country star here in Oklahoma, signed Coma Trip to a record deal. That's pretty cool. And I can't remember, I think the name of the record label's like Big Dick and Balls Records or something like that. I'm not kidding. It's seriously something like that. But it's pretty cool that Toby Keith is signing metal bands, especially homegrown metal bands. Coma Trip signed to Toby Keith's record label. Also wanted to say congrats out to Van Halst and Black Plague. Both just released brand new videos. Make sure to check them out. We have got some, I've got, we do the Chicks That Rock thing. We do that about every 3 months, and usually I have to really, really beg and scrape and try hard to find these bands with girls in, but man, I've got like 50 of them. They just keep growing, so I'm real excited about the next Chicks That Rock that we do, because I've got some amazing bands to play for you guys. So we've been talking about the whole penis thing. Also, I want to talk about real quick the political thing. This is Bernie Sanders thing. Bernie Sanders has got Megadeth, who's going to be playing like it's supporting Bernie Sanders. I know that Zach Moonshine over at Hello Gerd 121969 on Periscope. Zach Moonshine over at Metal Devastation Radio is a big Bernie Sanders guy. But I stated it last time, and it's not that I want it to happen, but I think Hillary Clinton will probably win the presidency. Hello, Anna Agor. But that's a horrible thing. I think it's going to destroy the country, but she's too powerful. There's too much money behind her. There's too many people supporting her. I personally wish that she would drop out of the race and, I don't know, open a grocery store or something, or an escort service. Her husband would be really good at managing that. But anyways, who do you think is going to win, and why do you want them to win? And if you're from another country, what do you think about the American political process? Do you think it's a joke like we do? Anyways, so guys, you're listening to the Metal Moose Radio Show. Thanks for tuning in. Have you got the Cheeto dust rubbed all over your body yet? Because that is really important. This show gets way, way, way more fun with the Cheeto dust. And then after you get the Cheeto dust covered, you got to break out the Nutella and rub yourself down in that. It's a whole thing, and it's fun. We love it, and we love you. Thank you. The Metal Moose loves you.
Hello, metalheads. This is Duke Jackson from Strike Force, and you're listening to the Metal Moose Radio Show. Crank it up, metalheads.
I have to stop.
want your band to be heard on the Metal Moose Radio Show, all you have to do is send the following to mooseriffworks@gmail.com. Please include music in MP3 format, including a bio. You must give us written permission to air the music on the Metal Moose Radio Show. This show is now syndicated on over 50 of the net's hardest rocking stations worldwide. We accept all forms of heavy music, including, but not limited to, rock, punk, metal, industrial, and hardcore. Please share this with your friends. We can't wait to hear from you.
That band right there, Kill the Sound, just blowing up all over the place, getting a lot of major noise in the music world. Them and Dollskin as well, another band that's blowing up out there. You know, we do the Chicks That Rock show on the Metal Moose Radio Show. We do it about every 3 months or so. And that's one of the bands that's going to be on there. I would love if I won like $1 million in the lottery, I would do a whole Chicks That Rock tour. I'd have Aletheia, I'd have Sleepwalking Home, I'd have Black Plague, and that band right there, amazing. There's so many great bands out there with girls as members, and that's a big deal to us. We're very pro woman on the Metal Moose Radio Show. One of the things that I can't stand about the music industry is how everything is sexualized. And I'm talking to the people right here in Periscope, so you can see my face. You can see you'll never hear me talk about, man, I screwed this many chicks, and man, I think that girl is a hot rack, and she's the singer for a band. Listen, there's no need for it. There's no reason for that. Women don't need to be put down. They need to be praised. They need to be lifted up. And they need to be treated equally. And everybody that helps on the Metal Moose Radio Show, but when you go to the website and you see the people that help with the show, they're all girls. Now, listen. There are a lot of people out there, and thank God to all of you. And we do it every week. We do the shout-outs to everybody. There are a lot of men, John Asher, Dave Tedder, Mark Connor, Scott Agnew, so many, Chris Andrews from Against the Dam. There are a lot of people out there that treat this show like it's their baby, and they do so many great things. A lot of guys help too, but I put the opportunity out there for as many women that want to get involved in the music scene and the show as possible, because I like to empower them. Man, Becca June's one of the most talented people. My wife does so much stuff for the show. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to everybody that listens. Thanks to Tornado Tattoo for being a supporter. Thanks to Dirtbag Clothing and Coldcock Whiskey and Metal Onslaught Magazine and all of the places, Canadian Metal Radio, all of the places that support the show. I thank you, man. And I know it's so popular, to have those DJs out there that are just getting hammered on the air and doing shots of Jack and talking about weed and talking about girls' boobs and how much sex they can have and how big their dick is. And I don't care about it. It doesn't belong here. This is about the bands. This is about the people. This is about us. It's about community. It's about supporting each other. Man, it's about love. I know that that's crazy. This is metal. It's supposed to be about Satan and blood and pentagrams and the devil, but it's not. This is about us taking care of each other and holding each other up, man. I know it's such a, non-cool message, but it's out there, man. There's a lot of it out there, and I'm one of them, and I hope that's the reason you listen to the show. I was talking to somebody the other day. They said that I keep it real. That's why they listen to the show, but everybody says that. I'm keeping it real. The fact of the matter is I'm doing what nobody else wants to do, because it's not cool to say, I listen to metal, but I don't talk about chicks. I don't need to talk about them. They're beautiful creatures, and we all know that. We get it. We all know that you like to smoke weed. We get it. It's enough. It's like McDonald's. We don't need to see any more commercials. We know what you guys talk about. I'm done with it. Let's talk about issues. Let's talk about each other. Let's talk about how we can help each other become bigger and more successful. And Cheetos. Well, hell yeah.
Hi, everybody. We are Spero Pomito Euro from Italy, and you are listening to The Move. Have a nice day, guys. Rock and roll.
This is Michael from the band Bag of Bones, and you're listening to the Metal Moose.
This is Derek from Scissortooth. You're listening to the Moose.
This is Ben from Go War, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
This is Ben DeVoe from Inverted Serenity, and you are listening to the Moose.
You are listening to the Metal Moose. just joined the Moose Crew.
All right, once again, thanks for tuning into the Metal Moose Radio Show. My name is Moose. Yes, we did talk about Sarah Palin's penis and Scarlett Johansson's penis and the feelings over the transgender thing, you know, with, Bruce Jenner just doesn't do it for me. But anyway, you can go back in the show and listen about that. We have got some cool things coming up, a new studio we're working on. We also, we're working on the possibility of maybe having a co-host on the show on occasion. And it's somebody who's really well known and a big deal, so we can't wait to get into the details of that as well. That's just something that is a possibility. We'll see. Been doing the Periscope for a couple of weeks now. Thanks to everybody that tuned in, people from Norway and all over the place. Thanks so much. And you can always listen to the show on the website at www.themetalmoose.com, on YouTube, on iTunes, on Stitcher, on TuneIn. We're on all of them. We would love for you to go subscribe to the show and listen to it every week and share it with your friends, man. People that dig metal dig this show, trust me. So it's all about the music, and it's all about you guys having a good time. I want to really sincerely thank all of you for listening and let you know that I say it every week, and I mean it, man. Wake up, be kind, kick ass, and repeat. If you continue to do that and you're nice to people, you smile at somebody, you put your arm around somebody, tell them that you love them, man, it's a big deal. It makes people's days, and we only got a few days in our life, man. Make sure and have a good time with it. I'm not saying that you can't drink Jack Daniels and possibly have some sort of a weird orgy thrown in there as well. You know, that's fine. But make your days count. Make it happen. Hug somebody. It's cool. Just don't hug me without asking me first, because people get in my bubble. Kind of weirds me out. Listen, man, lots of big shows coming up. I'm going to go see Ghost coming here to Oklahoma City very soon. Also, Striper going to be here, which I've been a big Striper fan for pretty much all my life, so can't wait to see them. Maybe I'll see you out at a show. If I do, make sure and say hi. I'd love to introduce myself and shake your hand. Most people usually do that by running at full speed and screaming, "Moose!" Kind of freaks me out, but that's okay. I've met you. So anyways, man, thanks so much for listening. Hope you like the show. Hope you'll tell your friends about it. Wherever you're listening from, make sure and be cool to one another. This is the Metal Moose Radio Show. We will see you next week. Make sure to go to themetalmoose.com and find us on Facebook. I'd love to talk to you. Until then, just make sure and take care of each other. Make sure and spade and neuter your pet. I don't know where that came from. I really don't care if you want to spade or neuter them, but it sounded like something a cool radio guy would say. Congratulations to all the bands. Congratulations to all the people listening, just because you are now more cool than you were before. It's the Moose Man. I'm signing off. We will see you guys next week. Thanks for listening to The Metal Moose.
Yo, this is Tyson from the Apex, and you're listening to The Moose.
Hey, it's Aaron from Glass Delirium, and I'm a chick who rocks on the Metal Moose.
If you ain't covered in Cheeto dust, then you just ain't listening right.
This is Don Rizzi from Throttle God, Rock Springs, Wyoming Metal, and you are listening to The Moose.
This is Brad from Coma Trip, and you are listening to The Metal Moose.
You are listening to The Metal Moose.
Will forever be blind white. and know what we are. We strive to know the lies beyond, to learn our place inside, to know what we are, and know what we are. Do we follow our dreams? Or remain trusted? Including all we discover, every single one will be greater than all the way through the never. We'll be guided in all the believers alive.
This is Kevin Estrella from Pyramids on Mars, and you are listening to The Moose.
Charlie, what'd you do with Alice?
The thing that should happen to every pedophile. Chopped, burned, and buried.
Discussions and meetings and wickedness of the adjective. There's something less, more murder.
Hey, I wanted to come back on real quick and tell you guys, listen, if you have like photographic proof of Sarah Palin or Sandra Bullock or Scarlett Johansson or Drew Barrymore, anybody having a penis, I don't want it. Don't send it to me. I don't need any emails of those people with their penises. I just wanted to make that perfectly clear. It was more of a discussion about the acceptance of transgenders. I don't need any pictures of females with penises. I had to come back on and make that clear because it's very important. That you don't do that. By the way, make sure if you find a band on Facebook that you think, I want to thank Impure Promotions, by the way, and Allie for sending over some great music. That last band you just heard, she sent them over. She's doing that. Also, the brand new Beauty and the Suffering. Make sure you guys check that out as well. Go to the Facebook and find Beauty and the Suffering and check that out. I forgot to mention that. So we do this every week, man, 52 weeks out of the year. It's amazing. It's nonstop. If you go to YouTube, you can find almost every show we've ever made. So there's a huge, a plethora. What does plethora mean? Anyway, so make sure to go there. Dallas metal scene, thank you. Metal on the Move, thank you. All of the scenes out there. Arizona Heavy Metal, Chicago Metal Alliance. Thanks to everybody for being here. Thanks for listening to the show. Come back and join us next week on Periscope, on Facebook, on Pinterest, on YouTube, wherever you want to find us. Thanks so much, man. I'm sorry I had to come back and tell you guys no pictures of the penis. Here's the band. I don't know the name of the band, but the song is called The Crowned Murder. Check it out. Please let me know who you are, because it's a pretty damn good song. See ya!
I am the devil who will plant the seed. I'm coming with my goodness and eyes. I'll put your hands so you look up to the sky. A statement I dream that'll never come true. Life is the best I use to cover up you. The soul that cannot see the light is burning in hell tonight. It's your lies and to death. Screaming on you with your dying breath. Tied up like a filthy slut, with the needles in your mouth shut. Darkness is forever upon you. Your time has come. Like the summer is still growing upon your body, the havoc will rain. Blood drips from the end of my eye, with the blood soaking up your life. It's your lies and choked to death. Screaming on you with your dying breath.
Thanks for tuning in to The Moose. All rights to the music played on this show are reserved to the artist or representatives of the bands. For information on how to get your band on the show, email mooseriffworks@gmail.com or find Metal Moose Radio on Facebook. Tune in next week for more Moose. This show is exclusively produced and imaged by Burn United Records. For more information, go to www.burnunited.com. Burn United Records, where your band becomes a brand.